All right, a few things to go over here in WFF, wealthyfantasyfootball.com blog, YouTube channel, and Discord so that we can get you all started here today on the Japanese League, the NBP, and make sure you all get some good lineups in there. We have a small sample size to work with, but we have the experience based by some stats we can look at and some players we are familiar with, even more so than the KBO from Major League Baseball in the USA. So we can look at foreign players and pitchers, hitters, and we can do all that set up for you in another section. And I'll update you and put that here later on today before 1 a.m., well before that, into the WFF, the Wealthy Fantasy Football blog. That's wealthyfantasyfootball.com. There'll be another section at the top. Hopefully there, it'll say Japanese League in addition to KBO League. KBO doesn't start until 4 a.m., 1 a.m. for the Japanese League. Since we're jumping into this here, looking at results from yesterday, last night, this morning, down here. These are just the players that I chose. Unfortunately, did not go well. I thought I was going to get the value out of Jay Seong Bay from KT. It did not. But we still, even though allowing that mistake, cashed in. As you just look here, had to go this way to the results. 2 out of 3 contests cashed there in the main cash lineup despite Bay. And then we had 1 out of 3 for the hybrid, or what we call also the hedge lineup, hybrid hedge. They both scored about 112, 114, which is fine to do on a daily basis in the KBO league. And here's another guy had results here. Once again, $10 cashed in, $20 total from the $10 investment. I'm sure they'll double up. And 114.1. Use that here, the main cash lineup. So many people have been cashing in and doing well there with those results based off of this information. The lineups given out in the WFF Discord for DFS, for general DFS sports, as far as focusing on now on baseball, and also the Major League USA baseball once again at a later point down the road. But right for now, looking at the Japanese League and info and data and where to go. Just as a brief overview of what happened last night in the Japanese League, and wanted to take you there. Nippon Professional League. As far as results, there are a couple high scoring games, but definitely some important things to point out. Actually, I would start with right here, coming to the lineups, the confirmed lineups from early this morning. So I took some screenshots of these. You may want to do that yourself in your regular routine to see who was starting, or at least at first anyway. We'll get used to the teams and the players and who's batting in the lineups there. So I took screenshots of those myself so I can know who was starting early this morning, so I don't have to guess at who's starting and who's not, at least, or a better idea of it. And then for stats, there's not a whole lot of stats right now, but just for example, you can go to npb.jp and look at player stats, team stats. Right here, we got just all the basic stats similar to the KBO, mykbostats.com, just the pitching and batting stats, stuff like that. I noticed here, interestingly, that we had a guy in the lineup that scored a 3-run home run for this team. Just let me look at the scores here real quick again. As I watched this particular part of the game when Dina gave up that 3-run shot, and then another guy came up, had a solo shot home run, resulting in this 5-1 score in the 7th inning. Of course, we want to attack also, Yakult and Oryx Buffaloes. I know that's the name of their team, as they gave up 9 runs each. So we're looking at attacking those teams probably again with weak bullpens. Maybe we even get more runs out of those teams that they're facing. So, but back to this point here with Hiroshima. Hiroshima had this guy. Interesting to point out. It's one of the particular specific, and there's another conference where Hiroshima. Let me just find him real quick. He was last in the batting order. His name was Oshura. He was a right-handed pitcher in the game. He hit the shot, so I couldn't find him. Right as of now, the stats are not updated anyways. The fantasy points per game or any of that. The stats under the particular team that I filtered here in the lineups, of course. By the way, I didn't get into the an official intro into the Japanese League. One pitcher we got to decide on, 2 infielders, 2 outfielders, 2 utilities. So we got 7-man lineup, small stacks, 4-4. So we can go from there and get you all this info and data coming in. and show you the right route and way to go. So check on the website there. Click on the link in the description to be there later, and we'll set you up for a great night or early morning, however you want to consider it. We'll have a lot of fun talking in there about the slate and so forth. Talk to you all later.